Welcome back to another Beast Talks video. Listen, I hope this mic isn't covering the camera, whatever the fuck, but listen, we are back with another one. Today, we are going to talk about trial and error. We're going to talk about the struggle. We're going to talk about preference versus principle. But first thing is this, man. It's this. You're going to go through things, and God is going to allow you to go through things so you can learn some things. You're going to learn some things, then you're going to have to apply it to your life in a different way and apply it with a different structure, a different blueprint, a different method, a different plan, whatever it is, right? And then you're going to have to use it as many times as you can. And it may work for a little while. It may stop working. It may not work. It may work. But whatever God offers you, you have to use it, because everything that he puts in front of you is a part of your plan, a part of your purpose, and everything that you want. So why are we stressing right now? And even if you are stressed, you still need to know how to operate. Think about what you're doing every single day. Think about how you react to things when they happen to you, okay? If you do that, if you can just change that, so much in your life will change, okay? Let's move on to the next thing. Preference versus principle. How do we make decisions? Do we make decisions based off our preference, which is how we feel, what we like, what we don't like, what we desire, right? That's our preferences. But if we make decisions off our principles, that's the rules of God. That's because principles don't change, bro. They're complete rules. They're done. They're 100%. They're set in stone. God has these rules. So how do we go about making our decisions? Do these decisions, or this decision that I'm about to make, does it follow the principles that God has set out for my life? In that Bible, does it follow those words? And if it does, that's probably the best decision to make. But if it's not, and it's just like, oh, I'm not going to do that because I don't really like that. If that's where you want to go, bro, that's fine. Right now in my life, I've been going through so much, right? It's not an excuse. I missed a lot of videos for YouTube. Like, I haven't been posting consistently on YouTube, and that's a failure. Like, I can't expect to grow if I'm not posting on here, right? But anyways, getting back to the message, I've been going through so much, but then I realized the reason I'm going through so much is so I can learn. Because I've asked for XYZ. Now I'm going through this shit to learn. God says, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, as you face many trials or various trials. Okay? Knowing that he's already got it worked out. It's okay. Because now we get to persevere. Perseverance. Now it's time to show God how faithful we are. And God will make you go through things just to show and demonstrate his love, his care, and his power that he has for you and in this world. You don't understand it right now, bro. But some of you guys don't believe in God. But let me tell you something. God will make you go through so much shit, and then he'll come in your life and save you. And then you're like, oh my goodness, like he's real. Yeah, I know he's real, bro. Now it's about, can we keep the faith? Now it's about, can we show up on days we don't feel like it? Now it's about, do we really, really trust that God is going to work this out? That's what it's about. So most of you guys, you're attracting negative things. You're attracting negative things and bad things because you don't have any faith and you don't have any patience. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about was, because I'm going through all this stuff, it's teaching me the greatest thing, and it's patience. I can't expect to make this much money, right? Or whatever I have written down on my drawing board, and then be rushing it. God doesn't want you to rush the process. If you rush the process, it's not going to be good for you. Just know that. If you rush what God has for you, it is not going to last. God is trying to allow you to go slow, right? The slower you go, the further you get. We all know the saying. When God is allowing you to go slow, it's so he can put the bricks in the right places and you can build the solid foundation. But if you want to go fast, it's not going to last. Please understand that, because you're trying to stack. You're trying to, bro, and it's not solid, fam. If you want to lose it all, go alone and go really, really fast. And I'm telling you, you're going to fucking lose, right? When you go to war and you're fighting for XYZ, bro, just know that you have to walk with God in that war. God doesn't walk with us. We follow his path. How dare we ask God to walk with us on our journey and say we're going to lead the way? He's the creator. He's the one that made you, motherfucker. Follow him. Follow his rules. We don't deserve a lot of the shit that we have. But guess what? God still gives it to us by his grace. With his sweet and kind forgiveness. God still allows us to have it. Every time I get stressed about something, I'll pray, and it's weird, right? I'll pray, and then, man, all of a sudden he answers my prayers. But it's also this, right? He'll answer the prayers, but God will make you go through more things. So as you're praying, as you're saying, God, I don't know how to handle this. God, what do I do? God, help me. Give me the strength. God, give me some grace here. God, allow me to get better right here in this area. God, allow me to make the money. God, forgive me for doing the drugs and the alcohol. God, please forgive me. As we're praying, you realize things start getting worse and things start getting harder. But where's your faith at? Right? Because untested faith is unreliable. If your faith has not been tested, is it really faith? Like, do you know if it's really faith in God if it hasn't been tested? So I had to make this video. I had to come to you guys and say, man, have some faith in what you're doing. Believe in God that what you're doing is set up for you. Right? Because God's plan is, it is amazing. It is specifically detailed for your life. Every one of you has a purpose and a plan. Everyone's like, bro, you're not special. You know what? I have to change that for myself. You are special because you're here to either be an example of what to do in this walk with God or to not be an example of what not to do in this walk with yourself. Because I'm not going to walk with myself. I'm going to walk with God. That's one thing I had to fucking learn, man. I can't do this shit on my own. I cannot. But I know that with God, I'm everything I need to be. But without him, I am completely nothing. I'm nothing, bro. I am nothing. Please understand that. You are nothing if you don't have him in your life. Right? And right now, and I know it's going to intimidate some people, but right now, even if you don't believe in God, I just encourage you to try to talk to him. I can't tell you to go believe in God. I'm not trying to tell you you're lame if you don't, because you're not lame, bro. You just don't know. Some people just have not been taught what God is, his love and his care. They have probably felt God in the presence, but they don't know what that feeling is because they don't understand it's coming from God. And that's okay, bro. That is just fine. I'm only here to encourage you and tell you what God has done for me. That's all I can do, bro. That is all I can do. I'm not one of these fake ass Christian people trying to be on church. Oh, you're such a terrible fucking person because you don't believe in God. Nah, bro. I'm trying to give y'all the game, give y'all what I know. And here's the thing about it, bro. Stay patient and humble yourself before God, and everything's gonna work out. I'm not gonna make this video too long, bro. Stay patient, humble yourself before God. Be careful with your decisions, man. Don't make decisions just off emotions and feelings and what you like and what you don't like. Make decisions off of what God is telling you to do, number one. And number two, what does that Bible say, big dog? Pick up the book and read it, man. You know it's love. We never miss. Bro, look at what God gave us, big dog.